Hello, everyone. If you're aiming to become a registered nurse, it's time to get serious about your study routine. You will soon achieve your goal of becoming an RN. So, let's learn with RN. Today, I will explore the application process of Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency, commonly known as AHPRA, and to work as a RN in Canada. Local experience or Canadian experience is often required, or Canadian education is often required. This means that fresh nursing graduate from other countries to work can only work as a registered practical nurse unless they obtain further credential or experience. So if you don't have a Canadian experience, or education, applying through these countries like Australia, US, UK, can be great alternative. By passing the NCLEX RN through the AFRA, then you can transfer your nursing license practice in Canada. Today, I will guide you through the eligibility process, which I personally completed in 10 days. Yes, I think, yes, 10 to 15 days. So, if you are planning on this route, keep up with your studies during the process. You will soon become an RN. Let's get into the AFRA application process. And remember, if you find this video helpful, hit the subscribe button while you are watching. AFRA resistance. So, firstly, you will access the AFRA website, searching on a Google. When you will click on it, then it will appear. This page will appear, and then found at the top of the page, you will click on the registration. When you will click on registration, this page will appear, and you will click on the international applicants. Yes, when you will click on international applicants, here it will appear. You will choose a nursing and midwifery board which cater specifically to international qualified nurses and midwives. So step 3, here, all the information before you apply. Find out what you need to know before you apply for the registration Australia. And next one is self check and portfolio. All the international qualified nurses needs to complete the self check before applying for registration. So you will click on the find out more. When you will click on it, the find out more, so it will appear the next page, which would be about the self check and the portfolio. Here other information is mentioned, like regarding the examination and regarding the registration. So these are the next steps. So the second step is the self check and the portfolio. By clicking on it, it will appear this page. So this page will appear self check and portfolio. Here you will this information is here, and you will click on the complete the self check. So the self check will begin. You can read here, all the information is provided. Like the orientation has two parts, or part 1 and part 2. So every international nurses needs to be complete after the registration. So here, the information regarding what is the self check. You will scroll down and go here, ready for complete the self check, and click on the expand. Then go here down, and here is the command self check. So here is the information is written, important information for the international qualified registered nurses. So regarding the streams, who will receive the stream B. So after the self-check portfolio stage, who request NCLEX RN score, they need to transfer their score to the another regulatory body if they started with the AFRA, and they required to pay the fees before they, if they want to transfer their score to the another regulatory body. So here are the information. You can click on information for here, the link information for the registered nurses, and you can read it, the whole information. So we will click on comments, then this page will appear. This is about the self check. Who should use this self check, like international educated nurses, and who should not use the self check. third agents and who already having the nursing and midwifery board of Australia, they who's already completed and who's already approved. So how to, so we will click on the next button, then here it will appear the privacy, then next button, and then the disclaimer. Then we will click the next, and here it will appear the what profession or division of profession are you seeking registration in. So here we are going to seek a registration in a registered nurse, as a registered nurse. So we will click on it and we will select the registered nurse, and then we will click the next button after clicking on the registration registered nurse. Then this will appear, do you have a current registration as a registered nurse in New Zealand? No. If you have, then you can click on yes. If no, then no, and then you will click on this button, next button. So you have so again they ask, have you have a already worked in Australia or having a registration in Australia? No. And then this will appear the other page, referral letter. If you hold a current letter, like if you already have a OBA letter, then you will click on a yes. If not, then no. So then we'll click on next button, and it will appear, this page will appear. So here they ask your primary qualification. What are the details of your qualification as a registered nurse? So there are the steps you need to complete, all the steps, like you need to enter all the information, like enter the country where qualification was obtained, like I obtained from India, so entered India. And step the institution, college, university you will enter here, and then title of your qualification, like bachelor nurses. So after entering the completed year here, and you will click on the check qualification, it will appear your qualification has been checked. And then do you have other qualification relevant to your profession as a registered nurse? No. So if you have, then yes, then no, no, and then click on the next button. So when you will click on the next, oh, so here then summary page will appear here, and then we'll click next page. So next step, so you are now ready to proceed to the assessment stage. And so here's an important note: please do not close if uh, you are doing this process. So do not close until you log into the account. Accept the so we need to accept the term and condition, otherwise information whatever we entered, we will need to restart the self check. So be on this page when you are doing this, you are entering your information until you create your account, until you log in your account. So click on a next, proceed. So then it will appear this screen, login or the registration. To apply the registration, health practitioner, you must have the ID, you must need to log in. So you need to create your, if you have already you can log in. If you're not, then you will need to create your account, the first name here, and then you will enter your last name, and then after the date of birth, and then the email address. So this will use for your uh, they will validate your email address, they will send you the code. So you need to retype, and then click on I am not a robot, and then next. So here, validate your email. A validation code has been sent to at this email, whatsoever email you will provide. So you will need to enter your validation code here, and then click on validate. So next, you need to create your password. So here are the conditions: must be 8 to 20 characters, contain one uppercase and lower character contain at least one number. So here you can create and then create account. After that, declaration page will appear, and here you will declare all the information you have provided is correct. Then acknowledge. You will click on I declare that I have read, understand, and agree with all the statement above. So click on that. Then you will click on next. Here's This is the acknowledgement page. You will click on it. I accept. So here, this page will appear like this: hello, your name, whatever, and your stream. Like here is a written stream B candidate, and here will would be your international qualified nurses. Your case number would be here. So there are, after all the information, this information will appear here: your case number, your name, your email address, and which stream you are in. So there are the six steps after you need to pay your assessment fees. After paying your assessment fees, so you need there are you need to complete the orientation. There are two orientation. First, part one is before, and part two is after applying, after the registration. So there are the six steps. So what is your mailing address? You need to add your mailing address, and uh, then you can search address here. And then total amount payable, you need to pay the fee, which is dollar $410 or $420 something. So you will click on proceed for payment, and they will show you the payment receipt. The pay, you can print your payment receipt, and then you will click on finish. So it's done now. You must complete orientation part first to progress any further with your next assessment stage. So you need to complete the orientation. We will launch the orientation. Yeah, before your final registration, you must complete orientation program designed to that's familiar with your Australian healthcare system, with the Australian healthcare system. So yes, in the orientation part one, your it will show your profile, and your information will appear here, which you have already entered: first name, last name, everything, your profession, your qualification level, and here are privacy and confidentiality. Then click on next button. So here the international qualified nurses and midwife orientation part 1 will appear. So it almost take about 1 hour, and you can complete with the one go. And you can if you want to complete in first or second part, you can complete like whenever you have time. You can either complete in 1 hour, or you can skip and you can complete after that. So after that, this page will appear. When you will click on the next page, your details, your first name, if you have your middle name, then you can enter here. If not, then you will click on this: I don't have a middle name. Your legal name, your family name would be here, the your last name. Have you previously been known as another name? If you have another name, then you can click on yes. And if no, then no. Your date of birth would be here, and your gender. So after that, you will click on this next button. Next would appear your address details. What is your residential address, your country, so international address line. So everything you need to enter here. And then next, so next, the proof of identity. Which documents from each category will you provide for proof of identity? Like I provide my passport and driving license. So you can provide your driving license, passport. and then you need to enter the expiry date. So need to notify your all the documents whosoever you will upload on the AHPRA site. You need to notarize all the documents. So the next button then, so here would be your qualification, the country where your qualification obtained, like I obtained from India, so India, and the name of institution, title of qualification. You need to enter your title of qualification and the year completed. So be here, and then you can save, you can save this, and then click on the next button. Here's an important note you can read regarding the translation documents. If you need to translate your documents, if it's not in English, or you need to translate, so you translate your documents. So next you will click and it will appear this page, previous examination. If you have already completed the exams, you can click on yes, if not then no. So they're asking if you have already completed within the last past 10 years. So next phase will be upload your documents. So this is the I think last step, last where you upload your documents, all the documents. As I told, you need to notarize your documents. The copy of documents you upload must be clear, and you must be notarize your documents, and it should be less than 10 MB. It should be JPG, JPEG. So all the format, all the information they have provided here. And then click on the next. So proof of identity, as I told you, proof of identity, you can upload your passport, your driving license, and you need to notarize. Next would be your qualification documents, and you will upload your degree, your registration. You can click on plus, and then you can upload your proof of identity, and then you can click on your, you can then your qualification as well. And then you need to click on I declare that the identification documents you have provided are certified accurately, and you are the person, you are the one who provide attached all these documents, and your picture is attached with your document. So after you're uploading your document, it will appear like this. You have like this, it will appear like you uploaded which document you uploaded on this section, your qualification, your proof of identity. So then then the next step, submit your portfolio. So this is the last one. So thanks for watching. I hope you got everything you needed from this video. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to my channel Learn with RN. See you in the next one.